What's going on? Rut to Riches launch. Welcome to Module 2, Facebook Launch Bonanza. Promise, at the end of this module, you will learn how to launch your Facebook profile. Outcomes, brand awareness, audience generation, lead authority, connection, and lead generation. Now, for all of you out there that don't want to market via Facebook, really change that now. A lot of people go, oh, Rob, Facebook's plastic and it's just social. You know what? Yep, correct, it is. Use it for what it is, though. You can connect to the world. Any person you want right now, by hair color, by gender, by age, by interests. Okay, this is the way that you can really choose your audience and connect with them. Start to love Facebook, whether you like it or you not. This is where business is made, on Facebook. Really use it. It's a great foundation for what we want. Facebook launch. So many different ways that we can communicate, obviously, in Facebook. Now, it's really imperative that we start to understand some of these ways that we can communicate. Now, we all know there's Facebook Lives. We can upload imagery. We can do text, like viral videos, imagery, like all these types of things we can do. Now, it's important that we really get an understanding of what works in the marketing context. Okay, there's ways and means of how we should use Facebook and how we should launch our campaigns and how we should communicate, and trial them all out. The good thing about what you learn here is you can do this all right now. By the end of this module, you could launch 2 or 3 new ads or 2 or 3 new posts. Try these different variations, and then you can then test the results. So the good thing about the way we run this pillar is what you learn right now, you can implement straight away and get results straight away. We leave this pillar to the last, pillar 5. However, this really gives you the tools from day one to start to generate leads, start to message to your audience. Okay, we all have Facebook. We all know how to type, read, and write. We all know how to listen to these videos. So really pay attention to each aspect within this and then do it. At the end of this module, give yourself the goal right now. Hey, I'm going to listen to this video. I'm going to go through this presentation. And at the end of it, I'm going to do a picture quote and a story. Bang. Get off and then do it. It's free. Totally free. If you want, you can also boost it for $5 or $10. Okay? Really pay attention and implement this. If you don't implement this, you're going to lose. This is how you launch your Facebook. This is how you get your profile out there. This is how you get market audience. Okay, we have the viral videos and we have the creative videos. That's to generate all this. But we're talking about how to launch your Facebook profile. It's huge. First, we create picture quotes. Now, the reason we do picture quotes is because it's an engaging way to interact with people. Now, in this example, it's a Tim Ferriss quote. Focus on being productive instead of being busy. Now, obviously, Tim Ferriss is a game changer in the world. We've all heard of him. It doesn't have to be Tim Ferriss. It can be Tony Robbins, Oprah Winfrey, Ella DeGeneres. It can be Gary Vaynerchuk. It can be Tim Strahan. It can be Lorna Jane. It can be, anyone else who has a big following. Robert Kiyosaki, Jason Silver. Whoever it is, it doesn't matter. As long as they're well known and they're in line with your niche. You wouldn't put an MMA boxer if you're about love, care, and support, because that doesn't work. You're like, well, hang on. This company here is about empowering women, yet we've got an MMA fighter there. That doesn't really work. So make sure it's consistent with the theme of what you're doing. Now, step 2 of this is, obviously with the picture quotes, make sure these people are consistent with your brand. If you're about humanity, don't have guns. Don't have people that represent guns. So consistent with your brand, consistent with your niche, and create that. Upload the imagery, put the text over the top. Second phase of this is what you then do is when you post it, boost it for $5. But when you boost it, and we teach you how to do this, in the market audience, put Tim Ferriss. Why? Because what you're doing is you're sending this quote, this picture quote for $5 to everyone who follows Tim Ferriss. What are they going to do? They're going to see Tim Ferriss, someone who they follow, with an image of him and a quote, and they're going to be like, yeah, I like that. Bang, like, share with other people. What this does is this gives you increased engagement. It gives you more likes, gives you increased followers. You boost it to Tim Ferriss audience, and they're going to like it because they already know, because they're already connected to Tim Ferriss. How do you know this? Facebook targeting. Interest, Tim Ferriss, enter, boost, $5, enter. So what this does is this post goes to everyone who likes or follows Tim Ferriss. So naturally, when you like something and you see something come up in your feed, you like that and you send it off, you share it. This is an easy, quick, dirty way of getting likes and followers to build engagement. Good thing about this is you can do it now. Straight at the end of this module, find your idol who's connected with your niche. Robert Kiyosaki, bang, put a quote in, bang, boost that for $5. When you boost it, market audience, Robert Kiyosaki followers, douche, there it is, simple as that. And it will get shares and it will get likes. This is what we're doing, we're building your profile. One thing to be sure of is Facebook doesn't like long-winded quotes on images. It doesn't like it. So there is a 20% rule of words should only be 20% of the actual image. Pay attention to that. If you go over that limit, Facebook won't allow that post, and they'll tell you, won't allow this post due to increase in words over the image. They don't like it. So make sure they keep within the 20% rule. So make sure the quotes are pretty short, sharp, and shiny. Make sure they grab people's attention. Don't make them long and winded because it takes the buzz out of it. And Facebook aren't going to allow it anyway. Anyway, picture quotes. Do one by the end of this module. Pretty easy and simple. 2, your story. People like story. People like hearing other people's story. This is where you can really start to connect with people and your story. You know, I was a submariner in the Navy. I joined at 17. I was then in Africa. I got imprisoned in Mombasa, and that's when I really started to reflect on my life. After that's when I started the human effect. Why? Because I realized that if I don't step up and give to humanity now, who's going to do it? My life was on the edge in Africa. I was in prison. Now, this is where it started for me. I then realized that I'm not enough. I have more to give, to be more, to do more. Hence the reason we're having this conversation. Hence the reason I'm telling you my story, because it's imperative that we connect as humanity. Bang, that's a story about me. It's a story that we can use to really connect and build and establish rapport with people. We are all absolutely unique. Good thing about story is that you can change your story whenever you want. You can be who it is that you need to be here, now, and then, but it needs to be the real you, not the fake you, not the frightened you. It needs to be the real, authentic, vulnerable you, and people will connect with that, and that's huge for your brand. When people know you, what you stand for, what you're about, where you've come from, where you're going, and your plans and your intentions, people will always follow you because they follow what you're about. They're motivated and inspired about that. So never be afraid to do a post on your story, where you've been, where you're coming. So when people then enter your Facebook, they look at you and go, oh, wow, that's like me. Or wow, that's who I want to be. Or wow, you went through that as well. It's a way that you can build instant rapport and connection with people. And it's really, really critical. A quick notation. Again, this is another really easy, simple way to generate likes and shares on Facebook. Now, that little quote or notation there, just because you have no direction doesn't mean you are lost. It means that you are navigating in search of your true north. Now, that took me literally 2 minutes to write. It's a small text summary, okay? We don't add imagery. It's just a small text summary. So when it comes up in your feed, and you know what, it may have come up in your feed, because this is a real example. When it comes up in your feed, all it is just text in a white box, bang, but it's punchy. It's thought-provoking. People are going to reflect on that and go, wow, I like that. I have no direction. That's okay. It doesn't mean I'm lost. Cool. I'm navigating. Yeah, that's really profound. It was just a quick 1 minute notation. It's small. It's easily consumed. It's nice and clean. Boost it for $5. So far, I think this has got 8 shares and about 1,000 likes. Boost these things. $5. That's all it takes. Just a short notation. And it can be about anything. Anything involved in your niche, something small, something that people can really, really reflect on. And again, to do this literally takes 5 minutes. Facebook, a homepage, put that notation in, boost that, $5, here's the audience, bang, you're away. Again, like the picture quotes, it's all about generating audience participation, getting likes, getting followers, getting people interested in you, your brand, and really starting to just message to people. So that's what this is predicated on, really starting to get your Facebook page happening. It's about getting participation, and it increases your confidence. It empowers you. When you're getting 100, 200, 1,000 likes, etc., it's good for you and your brand, and it makes you feel good. It knows that the market is talking to you and communicating with you. So we need to start to do more of this. And quick notations, again, It can be on anything based on your niche, and it only takes a minute to do. Bang, it's out there. Clear, sharp, make it cool, make it reflective. Allow people the opportunity to think about it and explore. Value videos. We've spoken about value videos. These can be Facebook Lives. Take snippets of speaking, or if you're presenting, take snippets of that. Post the videos with a script. So if you lecture, or, for anyone who's a personal trainer, if you're running, workshops, or you're running a PT session, get someone to film it. Just say to someone, hey, I really just want to film the next 2 or 3 minutes. Even one of your clients, can you just film this for 3 minutes? Put that on there. Good thing about that is when you have imagery and video of you speaking, automatically people know that you're a lead authority. You're someone to listen to because you're running classes. Value videos are really, really cool to really build up your credibility. So what we do with them, if you have a 5-minute video of you speaking, just take 30 seconds of that out. The 30 seconds, it's a real cool, punchy part. Add that in. Post a video with a small script. As I said, we like scripts over the top of our videos, or a script or a subtitle. Post that in there and people go, wow, this lady or this guy's epic. They're presenting. All of a sudden you get instant rapport. All of a sudden you get instant lead authority. They don't really know you, but the fact is they see you doing this. It's short. It's powerful. Make that little clip that you put in there a real value add or a key concept. It's something that you're teaching people. Again, we want to make this only 60 to 90 seconds, so not long. We don't want to bore people. We want it long enough that they can connect, long enough that they can draw information from and use to then go forth in their life. 60 to 90 seconds, that's all we need. If you don't have any imagery of you speaking or lecturing because you haven't done it, that's okay. Do an interview with someone. This is a 90-second interview with, Melinda. Melinda's a personal trainer, or Melinda's a client. I want to talk to you about the value of healthy eating and nutrition, or the value of balance and mobility. Or if you're a mindset coach, I want to teach you through an interview 3 hacks on how to create empowering habits. I'm with John here. John, talk to me about what we've been through. You've gone through this. It's an interview. It's short, it's sweet, it's value add. So that's a good one if you haven't done any speaking in front of large audiences or groups. Just interview someone. If you get the opportunity to speak in front of a group, lecturing or whatever you might be doing, if you start up your own meetup group, which we're going into if you haven't already seen a video on creating a meetup group, really, really reflect, or get a friend, get your child or someone to film you for a little bit. It can just be on camera. Okay, it gives you instant lead authority. Post that in the group, put your subtitles on. It's a good way to really build that brand and that essence, as long as it's epic content. And remember, 60 to 90 seconds, we don't want to bore anyone. Viral videos, boom. These are huge for your Facebook profile. We went through them in the last video. Get some epic viral videos out. Those ones that, 1 million, 2 million, 3 people have liked it, shared it, commented, reflected. That's the boom time. With virals, you'll do lots of virals and you might get, 100 or 50 or 100 people liking it, yada, yada, yada. Then all of a sudden you just hit something, a real note or a real fucking chord with your audience, and they love that and they're blown away. We saw that with Gangnam Style. Okay, that was like the most followed and watched YouTube clip in the world. Insane. Who would have thought? But it just struck a chord with people. People liked the song, or they hated it, and then it became catchy because it was everywhere. People laughed at the imagery. People laughed at the dancing. I know my kids still put that on YouTube and laugh about it, and so do I. Okay? All that needed was for people to get hold of that and then just share, and it went viral. Your videos can do the same. If you hit a key topic or a key area, or you do something really, really cool that resonates with people, they'll just share that. Share. You've done it. You've done it to heaps of videos. Heaps of scripts that come your way. This is all it takes. All of a sudden, if you can be getting 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 10,000, 20, 50, 100,000, it's all giving social proof to you and your brand through your viral videos. Really, really important. Something goes viral, enjoy the ride, but then move on to the next thing. Because like anything, once that wildfire's finished, now what? It's up to you to then create again. Move, jig, and go. Personal reflection or a business update. If people are following you and you're in business, provide an update. Just engage 3 weapon coaches. Really, really stoked. We're just adding super value to all our clients. If you guys need anything, happy to step up, communicate, and we'll help you out. Or businesses doing a project in Africa, or we just raised $50,000 for charity, or you know what, we just gave $100 to a homeless shelter. Provide updates. People want to know what you are doing, where you and your business is at. Do a personal reflection. Today I just went for a walk and I was down the pond and I realized that, so much beauty in nature around that we just fail to see it sometimes. I don't want to be that person who fails to see the beauty in my life. I want to be someone who appreciates every second of my life. It's imperative that we all seek this clarity and purity in life. Just a personal reflection. Something was on your mind at the time. This is a way that people start to get to know you, start to understand who you are as a person, what makes you tick. This is where you can build that real connection and rapport with people. So if you're doing personal reflections and you're obviously updating people on where your business is at, they draw distinctions between who you are and what your business is about. My business just gave $100 to a homeless shelter so they could buy blankets or food for the homeless. You're doing a personal reflection about, clarity and beauty and awareness in your environment. All of a sudden people get what you're about. Wow, very committed. You're contributing beyond measure. There's real deep seats of connection and social conscience about you. I like this person. I like this business. Boom. That's how it happens. It's a way that you really allow audiences and people into your world so they can just establish that connection. Now, these are the basic ways and means that you can start to launch your Facebook campaign and your Facebook profile. There's lots of other mechanisms. Like, for example, here's another little hack on top of this is you can do a little script. You can do a viral and you send it out. And then on top of that, share this with 3 people and I'll give you a free clarity session. Share this with 10 people and you go in the running for a 2-week personal training session with me. 10 shares, people go, is it worth it? Absolutely. That 10 shares could be 1,000 people, 10,000 people. So we can do values or giveaways with our ads. We can create a picture quote. Share this with 3 followers and you're going to go into the race for a free 1-hour clarity session where we're going to give you direction and purpose in life. You know that people need this because they're connecting to you and you know that this is one of your niche areas, these areas that you focus on for people. So, that's another way you can start to instill more people, connect with more people is by introducing ways and means for people to share it. Share this with 10 times, I'll give you $10. Make sure you give them the $10, but this is just a way that people are going to go, all I'm going to do is share this and someone's going to give me $10. Epic. I'm going to share that. Share. All of a sudden you've had 10,000 new followers and it's cost you $10. Okay, there's so many ways we can entice people into our world to get them to communicate our messages. Those value adds and the sharing and really the giveaways is another cool way of doing it. But there's so many different ways in Facebook that we can really start to launch. So we're just going to quickly go back and talk about some of those areas and some of those methodologies in which you can launch your Facebook. Firstly, we had picture quotes. It can be anyone who is relational in your field, someone who has something that you offer or is absolutely in tune with you as a person and your business. Remember, get the picture, small text, boost it for $5 to their audience, Tim Ferriss followers, boost it to them because they're the ones that are going to like, share it, okay? Get it done. Your story, reflect on who you are as a person. Boost it. It allows people to know who you are. They connect with you. If they connect with you, they follow you. A quick notation. Just because you have no direction doesn't mean you are lost. It means that you are navigating in search of your true north. Something small, something punchy, something reflective. Add that in, boost it for $5. You'll get shares and you'll get likes. Again, it's all building social proofing. Value videos. Those small snippets of you lecturing. Boom. Cut the real cool punchy part out. Put it into iMovie. Make it condensed. Launch it on there with the subtitles. And that's huge. You become an instant authority. Make it epic. If you don't have any video of you presenting, remember, do an interview with someone. Make it engaging. Make it passion-filled. Make it really, really epic. 60 to 90 seconds, that's all. Again, it's about teaching and empowering in a short space of time. We want these people to have an insatiable hunger for more. So they're going to follow you. I want to hear more about this. Viral videos, get them done. Start to communicate on mass scale. A new idea, something really cool. Speed the process based off trends. As I said, trends is a big one at the moment. If the big trend at the moment is, climate change, then, introduce something about climate change. Make sure it's relative to your niche, empowerment and climate change or whatever it might be. Mindset and climate change is one of those things that we all are non-believers in the power of mindset, as most people are with climate change. However, deep down we know that ice caps are fucking melting and our mind controls everything in our world. Make it a metaphor, make it relational. Use a current topical issue and bring it back to your niche audience. Make sure, again, that you boost it. Target your audience. Think, would I share this? Because you share heaps of stuff. You share heaps of viral videos. Think to yourself, would I share this? Yes or no? Personal reflection, business update. Again, gives the ability for people to draw distinctions on who you are, where you're at, where you're going, why. When I know that about you, I then go, yeah, I like that. I like where you're going. I like you as a person. I'm going to follow you. Really, really, really important. Adds authenticity. Anyway, legends, that is it on how to grow your Facebook profile. By now, you should be thinking, which ones of these am I going to do right now? Get a picture quote done. Get a small notation done. It will take 10 minutes and that is it. Boost it for $5 each. So you're going to spend $10 and make sure you get the audience participation right. Your quote, your picture quote has to be boosted to Tim Ferriss if you are using a Tim Ferriss quote. Tim Ferriss followers, okay? It's imperative. We don't put a picture of Tim Ferriss but boost it to, I don't know, Barack Obama's followers because there's no relevance. This is about getting instant likes, instant shares, getting your notoriety up, building your audience, empowering you, giving you more confidence, and building huge social proof around your Facebook. Anyway, legends, that is it from me. The next video in this epic pillar, especially module 1, is how to launch and grow a Facebook group. Obviously, you can see a natural theme, videos, interest, Facebook, now group. Anyway, legends, look forward to rocking the next pillar and module with you. Later.